All right, everyone, let's dive right in. Today, we're unpacking a really fascinating report that gives us a glimpse into the future of consumer behavior. It's all built around this one powerful idea that could completely change how we think about the next generation of customers.
So, what on earth is intellectual boiling? I know, it sounds a little abstract, right? But stick with me because it's actually a fantastic way to understand this massive shift in how a new generation thinks, how they act, and, most importantly, how they spend their money.
And look, this isn't just some buzzwords someone made up. This comes from a really deep study, a 2026 trend report put together by the huge video platform Bilibili and the market research firm CTR. They've basically tapped into the digital heartbeat of millions to figure out what's coming next. Okay, so let's get right to the heart of it. What does this phrase, intellectual boiling, actually mean? If you can grasp this one concept, everything else we talk about is going to click into place.
Here we go. Think of intellectual boiling as this amazing mix of two powerful forces. You've got the intellect, that's the clear, rational, logical mind, and then you have the boiling, that's the passionate heart, the strong emotions. Every single purchase they make is now a combination of both their head and their heart working in perfect sync.
This right here totally reframes the whole idea of shopping. It's not just a simple transaction anymore. It's a statement of who you are. Every time they pay for something, they're literally voting for the values they believe in, for the kind of world they want to live in.
And the findings in this report, they're based on some serious data. We're talking about Bilibili, which has pretty much become the main digital home for China's youth. But don't just look at the huge numbers of users. The really key thing here is the engagement. They're spending almost 2 hours a day on the platform. This is where these new trends are being born and shaped every single day. So that incredible level of engagement gives us a perfect window into their world. How does this intellectual boiling mindset actually show up in their lives? Well, the report breaks it down beautifully into 3 different worlds where this generation is living out its values. And this map gives us our roadmap for the rest of our chat. We're going to explore how they connect with technology, then how they engage with society and the world around them, and finally, how they connect with themselves on a deeper level. So let's jump into that first world, cybersync. This is all about their relationship with tech. And for them, technology isn't just a tool anymore. It's more like a partner in crime, a true companion in their lives. I mean, this quote just says it all, doesn't it? They see technology, especially AI, as this super close collaborator. It's a life hack that makes things easier, but it's also like a digital blood relative that offers real companionship. It's just woven into the fabric of their lives. And they are absolutely putting their money where their mouth is. Get this, a staggering 86.4% of users are willing to pay more for products that have advanced AI or smart features. To them, that extra intelligence and efficiency is definitely worth paying for. Now, this partnership with tech isn't just about physical gadgets. It's also about building and investing in their digital selves, their avatars. For many, this digital identity is just as real and just as important as their physical one. So what this means is that spending money on virtual stuff, like items in a game or a new look for their avatar, isn't just for fun. It's a very real way for them to express who they are, show what they're into, and feel like they belong to a community. Okay, on to our second world, Rebel Co-creation. This trend is all about how this generation is completely tearing up the old rulebook for how brands and customers interact. The whole power dynamic has flipped. Yeah, the days of brands just shouting their message from a mountaintop are totally over. This generation has no time for preachy marketing. They want to be treated like equals. They want an authentic conversation, and they expect brands to listen just as much as they talk. And if you need proof, just look at this number. A whopping 90.4% of users say that a brand's sincerity and whether it treats them as an equal directly affects their decision to buy something. Authenticity isn't just a nice-to-have, it's the price of entry. This really shows the massive shift from just being a passive consumer to being an active participant. Back in the day, you might just follow whatever trends the big brands told you to. Now, it's a whole different game. People are finding their own niche products and then completely rewriting the user manual to make them work for their own unique lives. And that brings us to our third and final world. And honestly, this one might be the most personal of all, self-care. This is about a major turn inward, focusing on personal well-being, on happiness, and just building a more stable and peaceful inner life.
This quote from a 23-year-old user just nails it. The whole goal of buying something has changed. It's not about impressing other people with fancy status symbols anymore. It's about achieving your own internal satisfaction and finding a little bit of personal joy. So, what does that look like in the real world? It means that products and services that help people de-stress or learn something new or just feel more emotionally grounded are seeing a huge boom. Spending money has become a direct investment in yourself.
Okay, so we've journeyed through these three really distinct but connected worlds. What are the big takeaways here? What's the real value in understanding this whole intellectual boiling idea?
Well, it really comes down to three incredibly important points. First, every purchase is a vote. It's a statement about your values. Second, for brands, authenticity is the new currency. It's the only thing that matters anymore. And third, the new frontier for products isn't out there in the world. It's in here. It's all about improving the consumer's inner world of well-being, efficiency, and personal joy. And all of this leaves us with one big, thought-provoking question. We're not just talking about a passing trend. This is a deep, fundamental shift in how people relate to the world of commerce. So when your customers are this smart, this passionate, and this self-aware, the old playbook just won't work. The real question for the future is, how do you evolve to earn not just their money, but more importantly, their trust?